Hey, how's it going? It's John again playing Immaculate Grid. I just want to say I had a great time with the guys from Ordinary Effort last night. We played two grids over the course of about an hour and a half. It was a pretty lengthy stream. The whole crowd was involved with the chat the whole time, which was a lot of fun, a lot of engagement. So I had a great time. Time pretty much flew by. I don't know if you're into it, if you want to go for an hour and a half and go watch the stream, I'll keep the link in there. But I had a great time in situ at least. So thanks to everyone who came out and supported the stream. We had a bunch of people in the live chat, so that was a lot of fun. I'm gonna go for a grid today. I'm gonna go for highest. Let's see how that goes. Who knows what a Sunday grid's gonna bring? I'm gonna share and we'll roll right into it. Still got the tribute there to Bob Euchre. Got to share a couple stories from that last night. Hit and play, and away we go. So we got Braves under 3 ERA, 200 wins against the Twins, Giants, and Rangers going for highest rarity. So I got to train my mind on that. I got to believe Rosario is going to be the highest one for Braves and Twins. Eddie Rosario, yeah. So let's start there. Only 15%. Okay, that was a little lower than I was expecting. I'm going to go with Johan Santana for Twins under 3 ERA. Those Cy Young seasons in the mid-aughts were pretty popular. There's no one obvious who's recent, right? I mean, Joe Nathan is probably going to do pretty well too. And then you get like Frank Viola and such. I think I'm going to save Bly 11 for the next one over. Okay, so I feel pretty confident about that one. And Bly 11 takes 33%. All right, so I feel good about these. 15 seems low. I'm trying to think if someone in the last year or so made their way over. Um, Braves and Giants. I know Daryl Evans will work. I'm trying to think of recent people, but like Daryl Evans works, Russ Ortiz works, Edgar Renteria works, Ernie Lombardi works. I'm not going to play him. For less than 3 ERA for the Giants, I think I'm gonna go with Lincecum. Okay, these guys all in the same neighborhood. Let's try 200 wins for the Giants, and I'm gonna go with Marichal over Perry. Takes 27%. That'll be an interesting one. I mean, you also get Christy Mathewson, Carl Hubble. Um, there's others. I figured Marichal because he played almost his whole career at the Giants. He played like a year with the Dodgers in there, but I figured he'd be most popular. I think Nolan Ryan is a safe bet for Rangers 200 wins. 41, that's pretty safe. Bly 11 also works down there. Kevin Brown will work. Uh, Charlie Ho will work. Less than 3 ERA for a season. And I don't know that Nolan Ryan works for this one. I know he had one really good year with over 300 strikeouts, but I think it was three-ish. Um, I'm trying to think recent Rangers who would have had less than 3 ERA. CJ Wilson, I think works. Natalie Feliz, I think is a safe bet. John Wetland will certainly work. Nolan Ryan might be the most popular here as well. I am gonna go with Feliz. 8%. So that probably wasn't it. Be curious to see. Well, I think it'll just be Ryan. That's my best guess there. And then for Atlanta and Texas, I'm inclined to say Mark Teixeira. Bartolo Colon will also work. Grid loves Big Sexy, but I think Teixeira is going to be the way to go. Unless, again, there's someone obvious I'm forgetting. Cycling through some pictures in my head. I think I'm just going to dial in Teixeira. Okay, that was a good bet. Um, and then I come to Atlanta and San Francisco. Marquise Grissom also works. Kenny Lofton works. Reggie Sanders works. But I don't think it's going to be any of them. Right now, I'm thinking it's between Daryl Evans and Edgar Renneria. Um, trying to remember, did Will Smith play for the Giants? I don't think it's gonna be him either way. I mean the Braves have done such a good job of cultivating young talent that I'm not coming up with recent Giants. So I'm gonna go Daryl Evans. Let's see how that does. Oh, that was super low. Okay. I but nobody was really high there. Okay, so I forgot about Randy Johnson getting his 300th win, but I think he was just a little bit, he was basically tied with Marichal, so that's not too bad. That could even change. I was right about Nolan Ryan. He was 10% ahead of Phillies. I think I was right to put him here. I got Lincecum and Santana, Teixeira, and Blyleven, and Nolan Ryan over here. So I got five. Hard to say what the best one would have been here, and I basically tied Randy Johnson. So Donaldson over Rosario. Surprising because Rosario is more recent than Donaldson for both these teams. Jock Peterson at 9%. So nobody was particularly high there. And then Teixeira. Okay, so five-ish out of nine, maybe six out of nine by the end of the day if Marichal overtakes Johnson. All right now. Thanks a lot for playing along and for everyone who tuned into the live stream. The link is in there if you want to gear up for an hour and a half of nerding out on obscure baseball knowledge. Mostly held not by me, mostly held by the people in the chat. And I think me, Josh, and Mike were able to sort of mix our own banter in, but while also incorporating the chat and getting some of the best tidbits. And apparently Henry Aaron got in a scuffle, or rather Rico Cardi got in a scuffle with Henry Aaron on a team flight one time. I'd never heard that story. But it was just something that came up in the chat. There was a priest who threw a complete game, 15-run loss because the team was on strike in 1912. That was another fun tidbit that I'd never heard before. So a lot of fun stuff. Some good material for my book. I'm going to try to get a Rev 2 out this off season. Um, Should really get on that, but that'll make for some good material. So anyway, thank you so much for playing, and we'll be back at it later. Peace.